Hey, you guys. So how often would you say that if you don't have a big old smile plastered across your face and your eyes aren't bright-eyed and you ain't got your little bushy tail going on? Isn't that what it is, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed? I never really knew what that meant. But hey, if you're not feeling that way, how often do people say, "What's wrong? What's wrong? What's wrong?" We get asked that a lot, don't we? When is the last time that you were asked, "What's right?" Hey, what's right? Or, hey, I don't know, maybe, what's right? So, if you've never heard it before, I'm asking you right now, out of all the crap that we go through in our days, especially on Mondays, that's kind of got a stigma behind it, like it's supposed to be bad because it's Monday. We have a lot that can go wrong, right? But out of everything that happened in your day, surely there was one thing that was right. Now, you may have to dig through a bunch of wrong or not so good or whatever to find that right, but I want to hear it. We have a lot of stuff in this world that is screaming bad, negative, horrible, wretched, awful, disaster, trauma. But not so much do we get celebration, life, wonder, grace, joy, mercy, right? So, if we don't really have that coming from all different directions, why don't we create it? I'm asking you below this video to share with me one thing, if not a million things, that was right in your day. Hey, what's right? I can tell you, I work in customer service, and this is going to probably sound like no big deal to a lot of people. But when you look for the good, you find it. So my what's right today, which there were a few, even though I kind of had a little bit of a rough day, no biggie, but I had a few rights in my day. But one in particular right was a family came in, and one person spoke English and a couple of people did not. They spoke Spanish, and the customers were transferred to me due to some other circumstances. And it was a simple, I could just tell that there was this little hesitation, and all I did was tell them that I needed to explain something to them. And I said to the person who speaks English, would you rather me just explain it all to you and then you can translate all of it to her? Or would you like me to slow down and allow you to translate sentence by sentence? And I can tell you, see, it's so simple, but it's so right for me. This young lady might not have understood what came out of my mouth, but I know that she saw the light in my eyes and the willingness in my body posture, my body language, and the smile on my face, because the most beautiful peace came over her. And the gentleman said, yes, if you would take time and let me translate. And it took us maybe 3 times as long as it would if I just had to say it once all the way through. But as I shared it, I could just see this beautiful joy come over this young lady's face. And to live in a society where everybody talks a certain kind of way and you've not quite caught up to it just yet has got to be one of the most difficult situations, and to be looked at like an outsider. I did not see her as an outsider. I saw her as my sister. I saw us as one. And you know what? We had a mediator that went right through and got the message across. And had there not been a translator, I'm totally sure that we would have found a way. I don't care if I had to look it up and translate it on Google sentence by sentence. I would have shared what I needed to share with that young lady. So that was my right. And I connected with them, and I know they connected with me. And it was beautiful. So now, Your turn. It could be something simple. It could have been just sharing a smile. It could have been someone sharing a kind word with you, or you sharing a kind word with somebody else. You could have just waved at somebody in the car pickup line. But I know that there was a right and a beautiful thing in your day, and I would really like to hear about it. So, what's right? Share below. I love you so much. Have an absolutely extraordinary night, because you are certainly worth it. Bye. Love you guys.